This meeting is being recorded.
For problem 20 from chapter 19, we're asked to predict the major product for each of these reactions shown in parts A through D. So let's begin with part A, and we can identify our starting material, our reagents, and then predict our product here. So whenever we have a secondary ketone, and we can treat that with under acidic conditions with a secondary amine and of course removal of water. We would predict an enamine product. So again, we would replace where that oxygen is with a nitrogen, and we'll see this reaction would produce our seven-membered ring product here, which is always a challenge to draw. And then we have our double bond right here, and then we're connected to nitrogen. And since this nitrogen is in a cyclic compound, our predicted product would look something like this. Let's look at part B here. So now I have my secondary amine here and my ketone over here, acidic conditions, and removal of water. So we're going to have a similar reaction mechanism that occurs, and we're also going to produce an enamine. So let's see, we have our nitrogen here. It's attached to two phenyl groups, or two cyclohexyl groups rather. And then we see here where that nitrogen is bonded to the ketone. We're going to have a pi bond over here and our five-membered ring. All right, so this would be our predicted product. These should both be cyclohexyl groups, and then we have our five-membered cyclopentene ring up top. All right, so let's take a look at part C. So once again, we have acidic conditions, removal of water, we have a ketone, and we have a secondary amine connected to one another. So we're going to have an intramolecular reaction occur, and our product that we predict would then look something like this, right? This lone pair will react with the electrophilic site on our carbonyl. So let's number our carbons in our reagent. So I'll call this carbon 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's fold up this compound and see what it would look like. So my nitrogen. And then to give you a better idea of where each of these carbons ended up, let's number our product. So this would be carbon 1 here with what looks like that terp-butyl group coming off. Then we have our carbon 2 here, 3, and 4. Now in part D, we have a similar mechanism to report. We have, once again, our secondary amine over here. We have acidic conditions. We have removal of water. And we're going to see another intramolecular reaction. So let's label our carbons once again. And that will hopefully help us keep track when we fold this up. So let me draw my nitrogen with that ethyl portion over here. And we have our benzene ring down here. Translate it. All right, so once again, I have, this would be my carbon 1 here with the benzene ring attached. And then we have carbon 2, carbon 3, and carbon 4 up here attached to the nitrogen.